Now let's journalize and post Form 1. This Form 1 is just an example. Your numbers may vary. So what's going on in Form 1 if we are Fitness City merchandise? Well, as we discussed earlier, it looks like we are being sold to, and what was sold to us is exercise equipment, which is what we're going to try to resell to our customers. So this fitness equipment represents our inventory. Now we must decide, well, did we pay for this with cash or did we pay for this on account? And because there's terms, net 30, which means that this is due within 30 days, we can tell that this was not paid for with cash, so this was bought on account. Now part of my organization tips for you was a tip to write down on the physical form itself what is going on here. So what you might want to do is, I'm going to do this in Excel. Purchase inventory on account. You also might want to do a debit and credit column, just to remind you what's going on. So what account is going to be debited? Well, we are purchasing inventory. And our credit account must be AP. Let's tidy that up. So now we know in our journal we must debit inventory and credit AP. So where in our Excel spreadsheet do we journalize? So the rules that this company is following is Form 1 is going to get journalized on General Journal page number 1. If this was Form 2, then it would be journalized on General Journal page 2. So how do we find the General Journal 1 page on our Excel spreadsheet? Notice we are on General Journal page 20. I can tell because this says General Journal, this says page 20, and also it says GJ20 here. Now we can just scroll to the left to find JG01, or if you want to be quick about it, click on your far left arrow, click on Table of Contents, and here's our journal pages. So here is where we're going to journalize our first transaction, which is Form 1. Now, as I said earlier, we need to use the stamped date, not the invoice date. The company's policy is to use a stamped date. So switching back, we're going to say March 1st. The account we said was inventory being debited for $12,000. Now this company calls the inventory account merchandise inventory. We're going to skip posting reference because I've not posted it yet. We're going to enter our $12,000. And now we can post this $12,000 to our inventory account, which is in ledger. To find the ledger, you can either use your table of contents, or I can see that it's down here. Notice I am way down here on account 7100, so if I want to go back to the top real quick, I can click on back to top, and now I can find my merchandise inventory account, click on it, which just really took me down. Notice it took me down into here. I could scroll to find it, or I could just click on merchandise inventory. So here's my merchandise inventory. Before this transaction we had a balance of this amount. So we're going to enter the transaction date, which was 4/1. We're going to skip this column because it's only for adjusting or closing entries. And we said the debit was $12,000. Now if you want, you can use formulas in here. I love to use formulas, so I'm going to say the formula is this plus this. And now that we're done posting to the ledger, we need to say, where did this come from? Well, it came from General Journal page 1, so we have to scroll down. So if we find JG01. Now we're done posting the debit. So we go back to General Journal page 1 and we tell ourselves that this number has been posted, and we do that by putting in this account number here. Okay. Now we need to finish our journal entry. Going back to the notes on our form, we said AP is going to be credited for this 12,000. So we're going to choose accounts payable, 12,000. Now we need to post this 12,000 to the AP, which is in the ledger. We can go back to the top, find AP, which is right here. We're going to enter the date, the stamped date of March 1st. And we said it was a credit of 12,000. Again, if you want to use formulas, which I recommend. Now we need to enter in here where this 12,000 came from, which was General Journal page 1. And now we need to go back to the General Journal page 1 and make a note here saying that we have now posted the 12,000. Where does it go to? It goes to account 2100. Now remember, we not only need to post to the AP control account, we need to also post to the AP ledger. So let's go to the AP ledger, which is right here. We need to go back and find out what the company's name is. And it looks like we bought it from Club Fitters. So we're going to find Club Fitters, and we're going to post here too. So 41. We'll leave that blank. We're going to enter the credit of 12,000. Put in our new balance. Again, you do not have to use formulas if you don't want to. I highly recommend it. And we need to tell this what page number on the General Journal it came from. Then we can go back to our General Journal, and we're done with this transaction, except now we have to do the comments, which I will talk about in the next video.